Hello and welcome back. This video is not going to have any editing because, quite frankly, editing is just not within my scope and capability right now. I don't have the mental capacity to sit down and edit a video. I'm sorry if this isn't what you bargained for by subscribing to my channel, because I mostly talk about missing persons and crime cases, which I still love. I still love to investigate, but it is a huge time commitment to give the cases really what they deserve, and I just don't have that right now with work. So instead, you're getting me closing my eyes, not knowing what to do with my life. I recently started an Instagram called Used, Abused, and Thriving, and I get a lot of fulfillment and joy out of that. But last night I had this existential crisis, laying in bed at 1 o'clock in the morning, about what I'm doing with my life, and I would love if somebody would comment below and let me know that I'm not alone in this. Sylvia Plath's novel, The Bell Jar, has this really amazing metaphor where she walks up to a pomegranate tree and they all look beautiful and she doesn't know which one to pick. And the idea is she can only pick one, and she knows by choosing one she's leaving all of the others behind. So instead, she stands there and she feels cemented, or like she can't move, like she's paralyzed. That's a good word, paralyzed, and she doesn't know which one to choose. And that's kind of how I feel about life right now. I have so many options, and I'm not complaining about that. That is 100% privilege, having so many opportunities and options. But I am saying that by having so many options, you feel paralyzed because you only get one life. And I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I love the idea and the life path of pursuing medical school or PA school, and I have worked through a lot of details of what that means. I took a lot of classes over the past 2 semesters in order to prepare for medical school and to apply to medical school. But it's also a huge time commitment and a huge financial burden to go to medical school. And I don't know that I'm willing to make that commitment. But I also know, and again, this is not from a conceited standpoint, I have the capacity, the mental capacity, and the gifts required to be a good doctor. So then I think, is it an injustice or is it a selfish thing to not pursue that path, given the fact that I could help people? I also have a weird need and desire to ensure that my life path and my career is helping people. It's not weird to say that. It's just that it's not enough for me to just do that on the side, to have a career and then help people on the side. It's always been in me, like ingrained in me, that my job has to somehow involve helping others. I don't know, man. I just feel very, this is such a common theme throughout my life. From the time that I was in high school until now, I'm 29. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And I know it sounds cliche. A lot of people struggle with what their life path is supposed to be, and I know you can change life paths. You can start one thing and move on to another, but for some reason, it feels very much like a definitive, I need to pick a path and then pursue it. I just recently heard, the meaning of life is giving life meaning. I don't disagree with that, but that doesn't help me pick a career path. At this point, I'm rambling. I don't, truthfully, no one has probably made it this far in the video, and if you have, wow, props to you. I really, honestly, would just love some, not even support. Thank you, motorcycle. Not even support, just, I would love if you would send me your thoughts, send me if you've ever struggled with this before. I feel very grateful to have the job that I do now. I work in clinical research. I'm grateful for it. I feel blessed that I even have a job given the current state of the world. I also heard one time, and this is kind of silly, but obviously all of your other needs are being met if what you're struggling with is what you should be doing in life. Like, you have shelter, you have food, you have familial support, like your other Maslow's hierarchy. Your other needs are being met, which I am so grateful for. What am I doing, guys? Have you ever felt this way? See you in the next video, in the next journal entry, which I'm sure you're just dying to hear. Oh, I would appreciate, though, if you do go check out my new Instagram, because I do get a lot of joy and fulfillment out of it, and it's at used.abused.and.thriving. I'm essentially, if I haven't said this, maybe I have, essentially using pre-loved, thrifted clothes as a conduit for discussion regarding mental health, and I think it's a really important discussion to have, so. Alright, see you in my next journal entry. Until then, peace.